So we invited everybody. The made, well, they're way too strong, but ain't nobody saying sorry. The speaker's so blown, no one knows. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives, and the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back, just shaking our heads, but right now we're too fast to slow down just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. Just acting our age. There's people here that I just met, but we're acting like we go back. It's 3 a.m., but we ain't done yet, trying our best to make it last. Freedom running through us like an open. We're too high on being young, and there's still to race. We've got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives, and the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back, just shaking our heads, but right now we're too fast to slow down just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. Just acting our age. Just acting our age. We're too loud, we're too proud, we're too high to come back down. We don't think, we don't plan, we stay as long as we can. As long as we can. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives, and the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back, just shaking our heads, but right now we're too fast to slow down just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. Just acting our age. Just acting our age.
I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. This is the second time this season that these NFC rivals will square off, and it promises to be a good one. It always is when these two divisional foes get together, especially the second time around when there's a score to settle from game one. It's the Cardinals going up against the Rams. So for the call of this week's 17 matchup, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we haven't had NFL football in this city for 22 years, but football is back here in Los Angeles. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And 10, it's Palmer finding time. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, there's the first time in this game that Carson Palmer finds Larry Fitzgerald. Likely won't be the last, but how about the way these two have helped each other's careers?
Yeah, they really have. It's hard to believe with Fitzgerald, well, really both of these guys, how long they've been in the league now, but Fitzgerald, gosh, third overall pick back in 04.
Yeah, how about that? Remember, Carson Palmer, a former Heisman Trophy winner, he's finally found a real home in Arizona.
The inaugural drive for this offense today, and the guy we're going to talk about, Michael Floyd.
Starting to develop into a #1 receiver, a guy that you'll count on downfield.
10 yards still left on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
I played college football at the same time as T.J. McDonald's father, Tim. And what a great player he was. T.J. definitely is following in his father's footsteps.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Palmer now. It's brought in by Floyd. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. And now the offense operates in the red zone. A first down carry here for Johnson. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down. Shift together here from the D-line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Johnson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Palmer now to throw on third down. Hard throw, incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson, and that brings up 4th down.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. On first down, gone. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this one...
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Palmer going to throw deep for the end zone. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the Cardinal field goal. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And look at this. Catanzaro misses it left. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Here's Gall. And a catch made by Kenny Brent. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
That is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brian Quick, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he's got it up and through. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On second down, here's Palmer. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He's got time. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They called out a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
Goff now looking to throw. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. They come up in an offset eye. On second down, Palmer. Deep drop. Palmer's hit. Fumble. He loses the football. But I think if Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Austin. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, Goff. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them. So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Now it's Gurley. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They come, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Jared Goff with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Rams add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
3rd down now following the run. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer underneath for Johnson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Now Goff on first down. Caught here left side by Brett. And a loose football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They pitch it out to Johnson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run. And while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now it's Palmer. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. On third down, Palmer. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd, and it's fourth down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So they had great field position, but a three-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a three-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They're now out on the field. Here comes Los Angeles. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Looking for Britt, intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So 2nd and 10 here. There you go, play action with Palmer. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Normally he's pretty reliable and usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Larry Fitzgerald, his 6th touchdown of the season. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. So they're going to go for 2. Palmer looking to throw. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't let any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On first down, it's gone. Austin's got it left side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now,
whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
No, check, Patriot. No, check, Patriot. Watch it now, Barney. No, check, Patriot.
On first and 10, gone. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Let's go.
Play fake to Mason. Goff surveying the field. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They've got great field position, obviously, to start this drive. Tie game. Do you maybe go a little riskier here with that great field position? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alec Ogletree coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Here's Palmer. Screen play. Johnson. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they take a 17-14 lead. So it's his 3rd field goal now of the ball game, and they have needed his leg because this last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, Brandon, but now you've got to tell your defense, hey, we need a stop here so we can let this momentum carry us through to the next drive.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Dumps it off to Gurley. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Here we go now.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. A dump off for Mason. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 46 yards. And Palmer gives to Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. That one was intended for John Brown, and it's 3rd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He's dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Here's Johnson. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
Play clock winding down. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
He hits Randall, complete. And he's brought down after a good game. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
On first down, it's Gurley. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Watch it there, Barney. Now let's go. Green, 39.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. That's complete. It's Brian Quick. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop.
Green, 39.
Goff on 3rd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown, LA! Todd Gurley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. J.J. Nelson now to return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Get ready.
They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught at the 20. Two veterans there. Palmer to Fitzgerald. 43 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
They go to Johnson again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
But it was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
On 3rd down, Palmer. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally, someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on it.
All right, so this one's now back within a field goal, and if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel, and I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. On 2nd and 10, gone. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Oh, I can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And this one is right down Broadway. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The one running back is Gurley, and they'll give it to him here. And some room to roam now. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
Now let's go.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Completes it right side to Britt. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. He has Britt over the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Here we go now. Blue line it. No. Check. Patriot.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
4th quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Caught here left side by Britt. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Calling a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to... Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Back line it up, Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He's back to throw. He finds Kenny Britt. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. They'll run here with Mason. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop. They're going to get out of here with a victory.
Here comes Nelson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Regular. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Here we go. It's Palmer on fourth down. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. And the Rams now coming out on the field. This remains a one-point game. The defense did their job. Now the offense here late, they just need to kind of hold on, seal this victory.
And the defense did it so well, didn't they? Didn't allow any points and got the ball back for their offense in order to close out this game. What a great feeling for both sides of the ball.
It'll be a better feeling if the offense can just seal this thing. We'll see if they can do it.
You trying to say the defense doesn't want to go back out there again?
That's correct.
Okay.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel